I'm so tired of these small starter base designs. They don't even have any farms, so they don't even collect anything for you. Therefore, I have designed this efficient starter base. So here's the tutorial. The theme of this build is going to be squares. We're going to start off by dividing the whole area where we're going to build in 4 squares. Place a log here, then you skip 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place a block on the 8th block. As you can see, we've done this on one side. You want to do it all the way around. The outline should look like this. So now we're just going to place a block in the middle, so it adds up in all of the squares. As you can see, we have 4 squares, one here, one here, one here, and one here. Next step is to build up all of the wooden pillars to a height of 4 blocks. So you do this on all of the pillars, and then you also want to connect them by just placing logs in between, and do this so all of the pillars are connected to each other, even the middle one. So now we're just going to build the first floor, which is going to be in stone. So I would recommend to just fill up your hotbar. So you want to have most of the build with stone bricks, so try to use stone bricks in most of the slots. And then if you're on computer, this is going to be really easy. Then you can just spin the mouse wheel as well as your placing. This will randomize the pattern that you get, which is what you want. And you're going to build a wall 1 block further in, all around this whole thing, except this square. So if we start right here, it will look something like this. You're just going to skip this whole square. Otherwise, you want to build a wall 1 block further in than the pillars. So now you just want to fill them up to 1 block lower down than the pillars, so 3 blocks high. Next step is to remove the whole floor, which is the dirt right here, and place it with stone bricks or whatever kind of floor you're going to want. I'm going to go with a stone floor for the bottom level, simply because I want a feeling of a basement, like a cold, dark basement. But you decide. And if you're going with the stone, I would recommend to not place that much of mossy cobblestone. Maybe some cracked stone bricks here and there, but you want a quite clean floor. Next step is just to place some fence posts in this square. So just do that and add a fence gate somewhere. You decide. I'm going to add 2 of them right there. And here you can have your animals later on. Now I want you to go back to the pillars and build each of the pillars 4 blocks again. So right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, I have left this square simply because we're not going to add any more pillars on this. I will show you this later. But before I show this, I just want you to connect all of the pillars as you're done on the bottom floor. Now I want to fill this whole square right here with dirt. Actually, you just place dirt in the whole square, then find the middle and break it. It should be that block. Place a slab underneath. Then take a water bucket and place it in this small hole, and then just hoe all of the ground. Then add the handrails. Right here you want to add 1 pillar, just because it looks nice. And then go around with the fence all over the beams. And then you just place all of the wheat seeds or whatever you want to farm on the cropland. I just realized that I have a really high tick speed, so yeah, they're going to grow quite fast. And then you want to add a floor in all of the other squares. So I would just take some oak slabs and place them right here, just so you can save on materials. As you can see, we're right in here, and if you don't like these kind of edges right here, I kind of like them, then you can just build all of the stone walls up 1 block, because even though there is going to be a hole here, you won't be able to see it later on. But you decide. For the next step, I want to take some oak planks and some stripped oak wood. So we're going to build a walls 1 block further in, so try to alternate a bit with some stripped oak wood, just to make some patterns. Don't use too much. This time I would recommend to just build them all the way up. I would recommend to break like 3 blocks on each of the squares, just to make some windows. and we're actually going to use some oak fences instead of glass, because we want this like almost not medieval but bit of older style of building. Then we can just break 2 blocks right here and add a door. Then we're going to build another floor again, so just build up with 4 blocks of oak logs, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this on every pillar except this square right here. Alright, right there, now you have your second floor. So let's just fill in the walls. Next step is to fill in the floors, as you've done right here. So to save materials, we're just going to skip a half slab and just use slabs. Then we're going to do this exact same thing as we're done here on this square. So you can actually break these blocks right here of the wall, so we have room to place some dirt. Then find the middle block and just place a slab and a water bucket, then hold the ground. Then place 1 oak log right here and 1 right here, and then place oak fences in between. Now we can actually just fill in this wall, so you don't just have a big hole in the wall. And don't forget the door. I'm going to use carrots for this field, but you decide whatever you want to plant. But we're not quite finished with this square, because you can actually see that we have a dirt roof and it doesn't look very great. Add some oak slabs underneath just to cover it up. You can see there is going to be a level change in the roof. You can have it like this. I don't really like it, so I'm going to fill it up with some other slabs on the whole roof in this area, even though it's not needed. Next step is to do the exact same thing as you've done, to build up the pillars with 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just connect them. And this time we're going to leave this square right here, so you can actually just break these blocks right here and start off by just placing dirt on the whole square roof right here. Do the exact same thing as you've done right here with the oak fences and the logs. We're just going to repeat it. I just realized that I forgot to tell you to just add the windows on the 3rd floor. So just do that. You're just going to repeat the same windows as you've done on the 2nd layer. We're going to do the exact same thing right here to fill in the floor, build the walls. As you're done here, 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 yeah, everywhere. Don't forget to just add the slabs down here if you don't want a dirt roof. And right now we are on the 3rd layer, but there is the final layer, and we're just going to add the top. You can decide what you want up here. I'm going to add another farm, so we're just going to add some dirt and add another farm. And I think you know how to do it, so I'm not going to bore you out with that. But don't forget the slabs underneath. And what crop do you think we're going to have up here? Well, of course, the beetroot, like the really best crop that exists in Minecraft. However, we're not finished. We still have 3 things to do, which is to actually add a way to get in. Like, right now we just need to build up to get in, but we don't want that. So take some stairs. You want to place a stair and an upside down stair. And then repeat this pattern down to the ground. There we have the stair, and we can get up here and just walk in. Still, when we walk in here, we can't get to any other floors, so we're going to go in this squadron right here. This is also the tallest one, so find the middle, considering that the wall is going to be placed on this row if it would have been even. So this is the middle. Go down and break the surrounding blocks of the middle block and place a log where the middle block is. Repeat this all up to the top, and right here we are on the top floor, and we can just jump down and start off by placing a stair right here, and then a full block, an upside down stair right here, a stair here, a full block, an upside down stair, and a stair. And yeah, I think you get the point. You want to repeat this pattern all the way up to the top floor, and when you get to the top floor, I just want you to place the enchanting table right here with the bookshelves all around it, because I have designed this whole top floor for the enchanting room. Then you can just lead your animals in, and yeah, I'm not going to lead them, I'm just going to place them in. And that's the final step, because now you have your super efficient starter base. It may not look very good, but it sure is efficient. But if you want a starter base that looks good and not that efficient like this one, I recommend clicking a video on this side where I teach you how to build a really nice looking base.